Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Here we go. It's the big weekend of the big game. We still got a $50 gift card to give away today, too, to get stocked up on everything you need for the big game this weekend.
Fun fact this morning, 9 Super Bowls. Tom Brady, he's 6-3 in those Super Bowls. He's only been an underdog in one of those Super Bowls. Do you want to know which one? Well, prior to this year, he's an underdog this year.
Let me think about it. I'm thinking it was maybe when he played the Seattle Seahawks and almost got his ass handed to him.
Nope. Patriots were favored in that game.
Oh. They came back and won it, too. All because of Marshawn Lynch. I'm sorry, Pete Carroll, not Marshawn Lynch. Or John Schneider.
Pete Carroll.
It wasn't John Schneider wasn't our offensive coordinator then, was it?
No, he's the general manager. It's that Darren Bevel jackass.
Oh, God.
Or, I'm sorry, Daryl Bevel.
Bevel, yeah. Let's see. And then they promoted him? Son of a gun. Wow.
Oh, he kept his job, which is funny because he kept his job for a while, but then Schottenheimer leads them to an NFC West championship, and then they lose in the first round of the playoffs, and he's out.
How many Super Bowls has Tom Brady been to? 6?
What's that?
Is this number 7? Super Bowl for Tom Brady? Yeah.
No, this is 9.
This is 9. Son of a gun. I would have to look at everybody that he.
No, this will be the 10th. This is the 10th. He's had a 21-year career. He's made it to the Super Bowl 10 times.
It's amazing. I hope he wins. Sorry, Chiefs fans. I really want him to win. I want him to be able to say, I didn't need the Patriots. I didn't need Belichick. I could do this. And then I hope he retires. Sorry,
you have to go back all the way to 2001.
The first one?
I think it was the first one he won. Yeah. They were underdogs to the St. Louis Rams, who were the greatest show on turf. And they ended up winning it, I think, on a field goal in 2001. And that was his first Super Bowl. And that's the only time he's ever been the underdog in the Super Bowl.
That's pretty good. I'm sitting here looking at some prop bets. How come they didn't do a prop bet on how many people would get coronavirus during the Super Bowl? That would have been a good prop bet. I guess hard to figure that one out.
It's very, very hard to quantify.
Or how many players would that would be tough to do too, not make the game. Did you hear about what happened with the Chiefs? A bunch of them went to the same barber. I heard this yesterday after the show. A bunch of them went to the same barber. The barber had COVID. Dude, it's the Super Bowl, dude. Seriously, you got to be careful. And with COVID,
just wait to get your haircut. But then, the NFL makes them do all these appearances for media week at the Super Bowl. I got a television in front of me right now, and there's Tom Brady staring me down as I'm talking about him.
What's he doing?
He's wearing a hat. He knew not to get his haircut. That's what it's
exactly. Just wait a couple of days.
That's why I'm picking the Bucks, man.
I got to tell you, I like, me, I get my hair cut all the time. I have to wear it short. And so that would drive me nuts. But at the same time, if I missed the Super Bowl because I'm so vain, I had to get my hair cut for media day. I mean, come on. I don't know what's going to happen with these players or not. And, but hopefully they're not going to miss the Super Bowl. So yeah, you still got.
It's like a ghost town there. They were showing it yesterday on the all the media events. I started watching the coverage yesterday, but then they have the fan experience too, and that fan experience is supposed to make the NFL a lot of money, but they have to operate it at a lower capacity, at like a 25% capacity. Wow. So normally you would have people lined up going through these metal detectors. Now you have nobody going through. I mean, it's like, the line's like 3 or 4 people long, and people just kind of wandering around these bounce houses and these areas where you throw footballs. And I mean, it looks, it's without people there. It's weird. And the fan experience is weird without people there. What's the game going to be like without people there?
Well, there's going to be 25,000 people there, and they're going to be there with the 25,000 cardboard cutouts or whatever. I don't know. So I don't look at the fans, though. I'm looking at the game. I don't, it's never bothered me this whole season. Watching football has not been anything weird for me because I don't care about the fans. It would obviously be different if I'm used to going to a game and I'm not able to go. That would suck. Coming up, the CDC has major recommendations for how you watch the Super Bowl to keep you safe from COVID. How you watch it, all right? We all know they don't want you having parties. Now they're going to tell you how to watch the game. We'll get to that next.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Health warning, health warning. This is Jeff and Jeremy with a statement from the CDC. The United States Center for Disease Control, also known as the CDC, has a message for all football fans that scream at your television during the Super Bowl. You are putting yourself at high risk. High risk. Do not yell at your TV. What's it matter?
I'm at home right now.
If you're by yourself.
Sitting across from Jeremy as he's sitting there trying to demonstrate the yelling. They want to keep me safe.
We're fine.
I thought I was the cancer.
Or make sure you have plexiglass around you. So obviously, just like singing, they're worried about the spittle if you have COVID and you have people over and you start screaming at the TV that you might, spray them with some COVID spittle. So they don't want you to have a party. You said you have some people coming over.
Yeah, but we don't have any skin in the game. I mean, it's by chance. I mean, they're coming over anyways this weekend to help out with some stuff.
I know it's your family, so it's fine. Yeah, family's fine. Are you going to make them get a test before they come into the house?
No.
Some people are doing that,
No, but then I'm sure once work finds out that, I had family over, they're going to be like, whoa, what? You had family over? You didn't make them give a negative test? Oh, you got to go stay at home for 2 more weeks.
I'm sorry. I just called you out. Should I not even brought this up?
That's fine.
I have our buddy Steve coming over. Our buddy Steve's coming over. Do you think that's a problem? You can throw me under the bus.
I want to know if they're going to be like keeping a close eye on things going on in Kansas City and Tampa Bay.
Well, they're asking. They said that the mayor of Tampa said, "Listen, you got to wear a mask if you go to the game. You got to keep it on the whole time."
I think which is fine because I think it's actually colder than normal there, so it's going to warm people's faces because they're used to it being 80 all the time. I just think it's. I don't know. Does anybody care about this game? I mean, really? Is there?
Come on! Yes, Tampa, of course. It's the Super Bowl. It's Tom Brady. It's a legacy. I'm not really excited about the Kansas City Chiefs being there. I mean, they've been there. They were there last year. But I think if he can beat the Chiefs, and then I think it's kind of a big win. But yeah, maybe it's not the normal year, but. I don't know. I would think if anything, you would be more on board for this because we haven't been able to do anything else.
The matchup is great. The matchup is amazing. Okay. I like the matchup and that's all I like, but all the hullabaloo that surrounds the Super Bowl is missing. And that's what I don't like.
Well, then you should be happy because all that hullabaloo that's normally there and all this, crap that they fill on TV and these stupid celebrity games. I know Shaq Bull's doing something, but I like
it.
Oh, you do
I like that stuff.
Oh,
I mean, I think it's part of the experience, and we're missing out on it.
Yeah,
I didn't. I usually watch the coverage all week long. I didn't start watching it till yesterday afternoon. I'm like, oh yeah, Super Bowl.
Here,
maybe
I got an idea for you. Then go online and Google Road Rules. What was that other show MTV did?
It was Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Yes, go watch that. It's the same. TV. It's practically the same crap. Or go watch some Nickelodeon and see if people are getting slimed. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, every holiday we've had when people are getting together in a house like this is a Super Bowl party. People go to your house. This is when the spread starts. So, hopefully everybody's going to be smart. People are going to do what they're going to do, and they're going to think, it's not going to affect me. And the next thing you know, you got COVID.
You know who the big loser is from coronavirus? and why there's not been more attention paid to it?
Donald Trump.
No.
It worked.
Oh, he's a pretty big loser
lost big.
on that front too. Yeah,
He lost big because of
the,
coronavirus.
the eyes and the face. Remember, they're like at the beginning, don't touch your eyes, don't rub your face. Now they're like moved on, and they're like, don't sing,
Don't yell at your TV.
Can I tell you, it's funny because I don't feel like I've touched my face as much as I did back in March and April.
Yeah, I touch my eyes all the time, but it's allergies. That's the problem. Come up with better allergy medication, CDC and Fauci.
But they've stopped talking about touching your eyes and face. It's not even a thing anymore.
I heard somebody say it the other day. You know what I'm sick of hearing? I'm sick of hearing all these jackasses on TV that get the vaccine, rub it in our face, and then go, oh, and it didn't even hurt. I know it doesn't hurt. We've all got a vaccine, all right? We've all got the flu shot. We know it doesn't hurt, all right? Quit saying that. Oh, I didn't even
San Luis
feel
Obispo
it.
County. I'm just happy for Tyler Perry that he doesn't live in San Luis Obispo County. He's not going to get a vaccine for a long time if that was the case.
Explain something to you. If you're gonna MacGyver a piss plumbing system, you get to pass my drug test. If you're gonna engineer a urine irrigation device, who am I to tell you can't run the deep fryer at the Wendy's?
Dumbass of the day.
Great point.
93.3 KZOZ.
I might only hire those people.
I mean,
Shows
come on.
ingenuity.
Right? And they're high when they did it, so imagine. Maybe they're just more creative. I know people that when they get high, I would much rather hang around them. They're smarter, they seem to, and then when they're sober, it's like I can't stand it. They're annoying. They repeat themselves, probably because they've smoked too much weed and damaged themselves. But
I've never seen meth firsthand. Have you ever seen meth firsthand?
like in person, no. I've seen it on Breaking Bad.
What does it look like?
In Breaking Bad, it looked like fake diamonds. Like if they were raw, uncut diamonds, but they were blue. It looked like, have you ever got a menthol Halls cough drop
Yeah.
and bit into it or had one crack open? It has a little bit of blue tinge to it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. We could totally get some Halls cough drops, smash them up, put them in a bag, and sell it to some meth head and try to get some money. That could be
Matthew Leatham might be the guy that you want to try to target.
No, I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not doing that.
I'm sorry. Wrong guy.
I'll be dumbass of the day. If
Different guy. Passenger at Orlando International Airport. His name's Eli Brown. He was arrested for trying to board his flight with 22 pounds of crushed up Hall's menthol cough drops. No, he had crystal meth. 22 pounds of it. It
Damn,
was in a
that's pretty
bag. And he was trying to board a flight to Louisville, Kentucky. The TSA agent found 22 clear bags, each containing 1 pound of crystal meth in each bag, and they were wrapped in various articles of clothing to get by the TSA. They also found $900 inside of his backpack. They say that the drugs are ultimately worth about $500,000 on the street. After he was arrested, he told officers that, of course, Jeremy, what do you think he told officers?
it's not mine, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I know how it got there.
That bag's not mine. That's not my bag. It's not my clothes. He instead claimed that he fell asleep on his flight from Los Angeles to Orlando, which really puts the TSA agents in Los Angeles in a bind, right?
I was totally sleeping, man. Somebody must have got above the overhead compartment and switched bags with me. I don't know what happened.
But how did it get past the TSA in Los Angeles? Damn it!
The problem is he was...
They looked at his itinerary. You know, it's possible. He said he woke up and he saw the bag next to him. He grabbed it, assuming that it was his because it looked identical to the one he was carrying. Baggage tags.
Happens to me
Gotta
all
have
the time.
baggage tag.
Happens to me all the time. 9 out of 10 times when I fly, I usually end up with somebody else's bag. And I'm like, damn it. I got to get a different color bag.
They didn't buy his story. He was arrested on charges of trafficking in methamphetamine over 200 grams, and you're going to think, oh, you're going to make this guy the dumbass of the day. No. TSA agents in Los Angeles, you're now having to answer for this, because if this bag did originate in Los Angeles, how the hell did it get past your security system?
Yeah, if you're smuggling anything, just do it through Los Angeles, because apparently they're very bad at looking at the...
They're playing it fast and loose out there on the West Coast, huh?
The X-ray machine people, man. I tell you what, I had a pair of fingernail clippers once in San Luis Obispo. And in this fingernail clippers had a little tiny hook, or knife, I'm sorry. And I didn't even think about it. I used them for cutting my line. And they ran it through. They couldn't figure out what it was. And then finally, after 10 minutes, they found it. She goes, aha, here it is. And she looked at me like I was trying to sneak it on the plane. She goes, you're not getting this. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know they're fingernail clippers. She goes, yeah, but there's a little knife inside here. You can't have that. Okay, well, there you go. And I got to go on my way. But, oh my God.
You, that's why another reason why it's better to fly out of small airports. I mean,
what, so they can hold you for 10 minutes while they go through your bags?
It's safer. 22 pounds of meth is not going to get through the TSA agent that's going to bust somebody for having fingernail clippers.
It's Hall's cough drops, okay? I crunch them up because they're too big for my mouth.
Congratulations to the TSA in Los Angeles. You one got past the goalie on this one. You're Jeff and Jeremy.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ. Don't be a dummy when it comes to your landscape supplies. Go to Peterson U-Cart on Gusta Road, just north of Quickie Car Wash in Atascadero.
We load, you cart, you stay.
So have you been paying attention to what's going on in Chicago?
No, I guess no. What's going on?
So none of the kids are back at school, at least the public schools, like many other cities. But in Chicago, being the cesspool that it is, carjackings are at a record high level. And guess who's getting the blame? It's the teenagers, because they have nothing else to do. They can't go to school, so they're resorting to stealing cars.
Oh my gosh.
And they're at an all-time high. Oh, this man had his car stolen at gunpoint the other day, and they found the car. They brought it back to the guy. They're like, do you want to press charges against the people that pulled the gun on you for your car? He's like, no, I feel sorry for him. He let him go because he felt bad for them.
Wow. I don't think I would go that route. I'm pretty sure if you pull a loaded weapon that can kill me, no. Okay. Now, if you would have came up and then, you had a bat in your hand and you slip and fell and I don't know, maybe, but a gun? No way. No pass. I didn't think people in Chicago were that nice. So what is it? Chicago, people in Chicago are nice and people in New York are jerks?
No, I mean, are they really nice? Because the kids stealing the car weren't nice. They found them later on, like several hours later.
So they are teenagers. They are teenagers that are still in the cars because they have nothing to do. Okay, so that is right.
And so it was a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old, and they had two teenage girls in the car too, because they're going to go pick up the girls and say, "Hey, it was a Lexus ES 300, which I think is the SUV."
Joyriding.
I could be wrong on that. I don't know my Lexuses, but yeah. And so they asked him to say, you want to press charges against, especially the 19-year-old, because he's no longer a minor. You could actually press the charges against him. And he's like, no, I just feel sorry for him. Just go ahead and give me my car back. It's crazy.
Wow. So they don't learn anything.
I could not imagine living in a place where carjacking is like, oh no, it's just, I mean, I think a carjacking should be a life-changing event. But in Chicago, it's just old hat.
It's a Tuesday. Just Tuesday. I mean, yeah, so on Monday we went out for Chinese. Tuesday I got carjacked. And then Wednesday we had to go to our kids' play.
It's like the San Luis Obispo police department's response when they said when they asked me if I wanted to press charges. I said, "Well, what will happen when the guy was taking a shower in my backyard with my garden hose?" And he said, "Probably nothing." I said, "Well, I guess not, man." Every city has its problems.
Jeff and Jeremy here online at kzoz.com. So the Golden Globe Awards are coming up, and I saw some stuff that I thought was fairly interesting on here. They are going to be on the 28th. Do you watch the Golden Globes?
No,
I'm
not an award show. I'm not an award show guy at all.
Yeah, I'm not really either. But I mean, I like to look at this and see kind of who's in and like talk about kind of some shows that you're watching. The show will air on NBC. And it'll be hosted by Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They're going to do it virtually. They've been doing this for years, I believe. They've been hosting it. But this will be the first time they'll be doing it. Tina will be at her home in New York. Amy will be at her home in Beverly Hills. Best TV, we're talking about TVs, actors, actresses, dramas, best motion picture. I didn't know that they did motion pictures as well. I thought Golden Globes was just TV.
Well, if there is an award show that I will watch, it will be this one, only because of the fact that it encompasses everything. It encompasses TV. It encompasses motion pictures. It doesn't do music, does it? I don't think it does music, but maybe music's that's tied in with the television shows and the movies, but that's it.
Cheeba's,
I mean, it's cool because it's like one-stop shop. You don't have to, watch the Emmys and watch the Oscars if you got the Golden Globes.
Cheeba's going to join us here momentarily. And I don't know if you've been watching a lot of TV. I've been watching so much TV. That's the only reason I'm probably into the Golden Globes this year. And I'm looking at the best TV series in a drama, and it says The Crown. And I know your wife watches that. Do you watch that with her?
Nope, I do not.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I can't get past the British accents. It's just, it sounds like people coughing while talking. It's like, oh God, you gotta have the captions on, and I can't deal with that. I don't want to read. If I want to read, I'll pick up a book.
Hey, Cheeba, we're talking about the best TV series drama for the Golden Globes coming up on the 28th. And I'm not seeing a lot of shows that I think should be in there, but The Crown, Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, which I know you're all over, and Ozark and Nurse Ratched, or just Ratched.
Funny thing is, I've actually seen like 4 out of 5 of those.
Oh, you
and
have?
And the ones I saw, they're very good. I just haven't seen the Lovecraft Country.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I liked Ratched, but I wouldn't give it the award. Ozark is good. The Crown's good. What was the other one?
Mandalorian.
Yep, love that one.
Obviously, you're a big Star Wars dork.
I know, but I don't know if it deserves
which of the four would you give the award to if you had you judge?
I wouldn't give it to Mandalorian. I mean, it's good, but it's not. I don't think it's award winning in that way. So what's that leave? The Crown and Ozark. Has Ozark's won it before? But it has The Crown.
Here's my question. Gosh. How is Yellowstone?
I like Ozark better.
Are you watching Yellowstone? Have you seen Yellowstone?
No, what's that?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, I figured you of all people. I
don't watch a lot of dramas, remember? I watch a lot of crap.
Yellowstone should be in this. I have no idea why it's not. It's on the Paramount Network. And maybe it just didn't come out in 2020 because maybe the seasons were done in 2019, and that's why it's not in here. But freaking listen, Jeff, you're not watching it either. You got to watch Yellowstone. Kevin Costner, he owns a ranch in Montana. I mean, it's freaking fantastic. But anyways, all right. So those are your best dramas. All right. Now the best overall series, The Flight Attendant on HBO. I don't know what that is. The Great, which is on Hulu. Do you watch any of these? The Great or The Flight Attendant?
Okay, so Linda, remember our old receptionist that we love? Not old in age, old as in past.
Pretty old too. I mean,
she recommended The Flight Attendant because she read the book and said it was really good. So we watched the first episode and we didn't really get into it from that, and I haven't gone back to it.
Okay, well, yeah, sometimes you got to get hooked right away.
Yeah,
Schitt's Creek, which I think is hilarious, phenomenal.
Love it. I've watched it like 3 times now.
Does it get funnier every time you watch it? Because I feel like it's like The Office.
There's so much more you pick up.
Right.
Absolutely.
Emily in Paris and Ted Lasso, which is an Apple TV thing, so I don't know about that. But
nope.
All right. So, boy.
It's so
Ted
weird
Lasso
all the nominations this year because not all new stuff came out and it's all streaming stuff. It's so weird.
Sudeikis is Ted Lasso, right? The premise sounds hilarious to me. He's a football coach, and he's a successful football coach, but then he falls on bad terms with the football community here, so then he goes overseas to coach soccer.
That's funny.
It's a very funny premise.
Let's see here. So, yeah, so out of all those shows, what Ozark? Who do you give it to?
I would the best drama, Ozark.
Yeah. Best TV series overall? Schitt's Creek?
I mean, considering how many times I've watched it, I got to go based on that.
It's tough because
it's done, right? That show's done, right?
Yes.
It's no longer.
Yes. 6 seasons done.
Really I bet
good.
you anything it ends up winning only because of the fact that, when these shows have not, I don't know, has it won before a Golden Globe?
I don't know about Golden Globes, but it swept something else recently last year that gave out, was it the
People's
Emmys
Choice,
then?
maybe?
What's that?
People's Choice? I don't know.
No, I think it was the Emmys it swept.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you can see it, on its, I feel like these shows, when they're done and they get a nod, they get a nomination, I feel as if though they end up winning the award. So I could totally see it going to
give it to the one that's done, because the other ones, if they're still going on, they still got another chance to win.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of categories. We could sit here and go on and on and on. Gosh, it's so weird that there's a lot of categories we just don't care about, but I think that was the most. But yeah, okay, so put that on your list, all right? Yellowstone. Everybody listening that hasn't seen Yellowstone, you have to watch it. There's 3 seasons. I guarantee you'll be thankful. Now you tell me something I need to watch.
Oh my God, husband and I, totally addicted, and I didn't think I would. Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Oh, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. Come on.
Amazing.
I've seen
I guess
everything.
we're late then. Once we got on board, we got sucked in and blew through the whole thing, but I loved it. I'm so rooting for Joey Lawrence.
I've seen so much crap that I'm even watching the Gilmore Girls now, and I'm about done with it.
I'm rooting for Joey Lawrence to make an appearance on Cobra Kai and fight Johnny Lawrence.
It seems they're going to bring back everybody from that era.
His signature move would be the whoa.
Thanks, Cheeba.
You're welcome.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.